Crocodile Dundee, Paul Hogan has shown his bite. A 6-3 first round winner against the Isle of Wight's Keegan Brown, former World Youth Champion, now aged 24, not at his best today, Keegan Brown. And Paul Hogan's through. Confirmation over on board 2 that Kirk Shepherd has beaten Mark Riley. 6-3 the scoreline there as well. Well, it's time for an update from boards 3 to 8 now. Our intrepid darting news gatherer is Ned Bolting, of course, and he is with Alan.
No exaggeration that, Jackie. You've got to be slightly intrepid to be down here. It's getting noisy, it's getting boisterous. It's getting very lively indeed. And the results are coming thick and fast. Let's just recap a few of the most recent of them. We're well into the second round now. Jermaine, well, these are actually first round matches. Jermaine Watamina, 6-1. He swept away Kai Fan Lung. Also in the first round, Jonathan Worsley, 6-4 against Dave Prince, running out the victor. And the final match in round 1 featured Dave Paletti beating Gareth Pass 6-2. And with that dart, we were into the second round without barely drawing breath. And it was a debut in the UK Open for Andy Jenkins, but an unhappy one this year. 6-4 he went down against Dave Pallett, and he's a name to watch out for. And then this has just happened. Barry Bates beating Jeffrey de Graaf 6-3. And Barry Bates is here with me to toast your success. And enjoy the crowd. I think they love you here, mate.
As you can see, it's a lot of Welsh boys here. And English and everything.
Now, Barry, of course, you've tasted great success in this tournament, but it's going back a few years, isn't it? 2006.
To be honest, it's been 5 years since I've really played well, and it's nice. This is what I miss. This is lovely to be back, to be fair. Absolutely brilliant.
Well, just to remind people, I mean, 2006, beaten finalist against a certain Raymond van Barneveld. That's going back a few years, but that was probably the highlight of your career to date. Yeah,
to be fair, that was brilliant. And it's funny, it's a UK Open that's got me back playing well again, so UK Open's good to me.
What is it? I mean, you seem like an ebullience kind of character, Barry. Do you like the crowd being this close and everything, and all the noise?
Brilliant. To be honest, this is what darts is all about. You've got all the fans, you've got your supporters, but to be fair, this is all the boys, and it's brilliant, and they love it, and they're here for the weekend. This is what makes darts in my eyes. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Of course, we're not that far from the Principality of Wales here, so you brought plenty of supports over to Minehead with you, haven't you?
Well, to be fair, the Welsh boys like a good tour, so a weekend away, they'll go anywhere. Fair play to them, they're brilliant.
All right, OK, now it's an open draw, as you know. You're into the third round, and you could get anyone, couldn't you? So what do you fancy? Do you fancy one of the real big guns, or would you like a slightly...
No, to be fair, it's like when I won it, got locked out of the final 2006. I like to avoid them.
Yeah.
Like, the only one I don't want is Gerwyn Price, because a good friend of mine, and the boys' quality. I don't want another Welsh boy. I'd rather play someone that's not Welsh. So what happens then happens.
What happens will happen, indeed. Wise words. Many congratulations, Barry. We'll see you in third round.
Hey, thank you very much.
Cheers.
Thank you.
You just have no idea that Barry was Welsh, would you? Well, confirmation also of a victory just in the last few seconds for a rather delighted Dirk van Dijvenbode. He has beaten Stuart Kellett 6-3, which is the most popular scoreline, I think, so far today. And look at what it means to him. Safely through. So we're well into the second round here in Minehead, and this is where the players ranked 63 to 64 in the UK Open order of merit enter the frame. Paul Hogan, as we saw a few minutes ago, safely through, as is Van Dijvenbode. Quite a few matches still in action. They've only just got going in the James Richardson match. We saw him earlier on the main stage. And Jamie Caven looking very good against Ben Green. Gotta love day one, haven't you? Well, next up on board 1 is Daryl Gurney, a quarter-finalist at this year's World Championship, against a man making his debut at the UK Open, Ryan Palmer. Over to John.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the main stage. This is the second round of the Coral UK Open, coming to you live on ITV Sport from the great Butlins Minehead, where it's time to meet the players. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Super Chin, Daryl Gurney, and Ryan the Lion Palmer. I'm worth $1 million in prizes.
beating my brains. And I'm beating my brains. With liquor and drugs. With liquor and drugs. Well, I'm just a modern guy.
And back in the commentary box for our benefit, Alan Warren a little and Stuart Pike.
Yes, thanks, Jackie. It's been fast, furious and frenetic so far. We love the opening day of the UK Open Finals here in Minehead. Much more to come, and of course, at the end of round 2, we'll have that all-important FA Cup of Darts draw for round 3 when all the big guns come into the tournament, minus Michael van Gerwen. If you are just joining us on the opening afternoon here on ITV4, we're into the second round to see Daryl Gurney take on Bristol's Ryan Palmer. But the big news of the day, the absence of Michael van Gerwen, the world number 1, the world champion, the defending UK Open champion, back home in Holland, watching this on his TV after pulling out with a back injury. Just too painful to travel, too painful to play. So the draw later will be very, very interesting.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody will be wanting that bye, won't they? Only one person will get it. Daryl Gurney, as we've seen, risen well up the rankings. That hand-wrist injury kind of stopped him in his tracks a little bit, didn't it? But he seems to be getting back to good form. Ryan Palmer, the debutant,
Game on.
got himself to a quarter-final in one of the qualifiers. In qualifier 2 before losing to Jelle Klaassen.
That is Palmer's best result in the PDC and the best possible start for Daryl Gurney, who'll be a big favourite. You know, we talk about potential winners or potential outsiders, certainly. You're going to have to put Daryl Gurney in that group of players.
Absolutely, Stuart.
100.
No, it's all about down to the draw, isn't it?
Yeah,
again, you know, you just don't know who people are going to get. People are asking me in the back room before, who do you fancy? You know, you can come up with the usual suspects like everybody does. That's unlucky there from Ryan.
Double
two fallouts. Looked like a fallout 20. More than a bounce out, didn't it?
Yep.
Because that first one was well and truly in.
Yeah, that's unlucky. Unlucky for Ryan Palmer on his big TV debut. But he's up against somebody who's now very, very comfortable playing on the big TV stages in Daryl Gurney, the 30-year-old Northern Irish star.
87, now you're 116.
Going down for 419s. Hasn't quite, that's in single 3, I think, the second 48. One. So he made a bit of a mess of it, but he's got plenty of time in this leg.
It's sort of a 50-50 split on those sorts of finishes, isn't there? Some will go the traditional treble 20 route. A lot of players these days look for one treble 19. But that'll do for Gurney. 2 darts, 62 finish. A very confident opening leg for Gurney.
I always find that strange, Stuart, when you're throwing at the treble 20 all the way through the leg or the match, for instance, and then they go for 419s. It's a strange one. But I think players go for that route simply because you could get a blocker if you hit a 20 with the first one. That's why people do go for the 19s. But for me, it's got to be the treble 20 because you found 60. Your range on it. First dart. Already had a maximum. And there's his second. So a good start here from Gurney.
Just to confirm, by the way, the draw for the third round when all the big guns come into the tournament at the end of the afternoon session. And Chris Mason and Keith Deller
58
will be trying very hard not to make a mess of it. always a highlight of the tournament, isn't it? The draws, because it's an open draw. You know, we could get Gary Anderson against Peter Wright or Raymond van Barneveld against Adrian Lewis. We just don't know. And as Barry Bates says, when he got to the final, a lot of the players who make progress in the UK Open
under the radar. They go under the radar, they play on the outside boards, and all of a sudden they're in with a shout.
He's absolutely right as well. People that say they want to beat the top players to get there, talking Jabberwocky.
58. Ron, you require 156.
Now then, big finish here. Gets the first one, needs another for double 18. He gets it, double 18 for 156. Ooh, not quite. Good attempt though.
This is what he took out in the opening leg, of course. And the double. Clinical from Gurney. The Irishman, currently the world number 21, and I'm pretty sure that the aim will be, has to be, a place in the top 16 in the world by the end of this year. That's uppermost in his mind.
46.
Just to let you know, by the way, in round 2, another Irishman, William O'Connor, has won a 6-2 winner 81. Over Steve Lennon. And this is what's going on around the boards. Just updating that, by the way, John Michael now level at 3-all with Peter Hudson.
26.
And Jamie Caven, as James Richardson, who we saw on the opening games here on the main stage, in control. Jamie Caven, a 6-0 winner over Ben Green, so Caven is safely through to the last 64 into the money. Of course, if you are new to this tournament, you have to reach the third round to win prize money.
Yeah, Jamie got rid of those early nerves, didn't he?
Yeah.
Certainly been on that first game.
Yep, Caven beating young Dan Reed 6-3. Prize money, by the way, in the UK Open this year has gone up. The prize fund to 350,000, 70,000 for the winner. And by reaching round 3, you're guaranteed £1,750. So that's the immediate aim, isn't it? Great darts from Palmer.
Well, he needs to fill this up. He's had 2 maximums, could do with a third one, and he gets it. So, just a little bit more thought for Ryan Palmer here. But Tops will give him his first leg, and Tops gives him his first leg. A great finish there from Ryan Palmer.
Great support for Palmer, the 29-year-old. I call him the Lion, but a lot of support in the main hall here because he is
85.
Just down the road in Bristol. And that will give him a lot of confidence, that 103 finish. Yeah, did well, won 2,500 in the qualifiers. Ryan Palmer, as Alan mentioned, got through to a quarter-final, and that takes some doing.
Certainly does.
121.
Can look erratic at times, but when he hits the treble, he's a very big scorer. And so is Gurney. That's his 4 maximums for Super Chin.
Yeah.
123.
Yeah, adrenaline got the better of him there, I think. Oh, brilliant from Gurney.
49.
Excellent.
Fantastic darts. Daryl Gurney here on a possible 10-dart leg.
132.
Ryan Palmer here could be broken after a brilliant leg of darts, and he is. 11-darter from Gurney. Breaks straight back.
Deflect Darrell to throw first.
Good stuff, this. Really enjoying it. It's been a really entertaining opening afternoon.
Well, the 2 legs Gurney's won, 14-11, and then the other one with a 68 finish.
57.
So he's playing pretty well. He'll be happy so far, but you've got to get to leg 6 to get through to the next
97.
round. Ryan Palmer has had some good moments so far. Just needs to get more legs on the board.
45.
Coming up next, by the way, on the main stage, only in
137.
another great visit from Palmer. Only in round 2, Mark Webster against Stephen Bunting, 2 former Lakeside champions.
100.
Scrapping it out for a place in the money, a place in round 3.
Yeah,
James
that should be a
Richardson
good
is
one.
through, by the way. He's beaten
59.
Neil Smith 6-1. Padgett and Lukeman level at 5 apiece. Hudson and Michael at 4 apiece. These all second round games. Johnny Haynes 5-3 up on Darren Johnson.
140.
Brings you right up to date with what's going on around the boards.
Well, great 140 from Gurney, despite leaving 159, couldn't do a lot about it.
140.
Good reply from Palmer.
Ryan, you require
Needs this 68 because Ryan can't afford to go 4-1 down. Well, it's okay. Just needs to compose himself. 19 for tops.
48.
Not quite.
Darryl requires 62.
Yeah, I think the loose first start cost him a little bit of rhythm, I think. 1 dart for Gurney to take real control of this match.
30.
Chance. It was a chance.
20.
Double 10 for 3-2. Yep.
We've had 5 legs, 4 1 against the throw.
Yeah, it's a pretty decent standard.
6 leg Ryan to throw first. Game on.
Gurney's been the scorer, hasn't he? 4 maximums and 3 140s. And now he gets his first maximum and looking to level.
Well, this is a great performance. His big TV debut. And he looks at home
98.
on the big TV stage. And we talked just 10 minutes ago, didn't we, about Darryl Gurney possibly being one of the men to look out for him with a chance of winning it. But he's got to win this match first.
Yeah, they're so dangerous, these early matches. And the race to 6. First 2 rounds.
58.
Goes up in the 3rd round, obviously, but these first 2 rounds are very dangerous for every player. Well, he started with a maximum, and then he's just hit 171. Leaves himself 94 after 9.
100. Ryan, you require 94.
Double 18. Unlucky.
76.
Visibly grown in confidence, hasn't he, Ryan Palmer? Not too many people will have heard too much about
100. Ryan,
Palmer.
you require 80.
He's leaving a mark here, that's for sure.
Ooh.
I was going to say
Darryl, you require
there was a case for
145.
splitting there, I think.
Yeah, I suppose it's easier to say that after, but I agree with you, Stuart, because he's going to be under pressure here.
105. Ryan,
Even
you
the single
require
1 will look very small. Well, he's going downstairs. He's gone for 3-3. Well, big mistake there for
Nice
me.
goal.
I can't believe he's done that, Stuart.
Darryl, you require 40.
Well,
3 for double 3.
That's absolutely astonishing. And he's paid the price. Gurney with a crucial break of throw. Don't forget, in that leg, Palmer hit a 180 and a 171, Alan. And what on earth he was doing when he needed 9, looking for 3 for double 3. I mean, that's astonishing.
Well, I can't believe it myself because
45.
it was a strange decision. And he's paid the price, as you say, Stuart.
Well, Martin
Because-
Lukeman
59.
is through to the 3rd round. He's beaten Matt Padgett in a deciding leg over on board 7 after Padgett missed 3 darts for the match in that deciding leg. Johnny Haynes is also through. 6-3 winner over Darren Johnson.
60.
Peter Hudson and John Michael on board 3 has gone to a deciding leg. 5 apiece there.
59.
That error in judgment may well end up costing Palmer the game.
Well, at that moment, he was just
He was
firing away
flying.
with his
Yeah.
scoring. He just,
39.
he was really back in the match. And he's made a big mistake.
He was
Plays on
flying.
your mind as well.
Yeah, he really was. He was hitting the scores,
100.
hitting the finishes. He was confident. It was free-flowing darts, but that one error seems to have put a spoke.
60.
Yeah, I suppose people will say that was his choice, but our opinion is, you know, if you got single 3 with the second one, you've got a dead dart. If you go for double 4, at least you've got double 2.
Yeah.
95.
Well, he's already had a 1-1-7-1. There's his second one.
171. Now he requires 62.
I'm not sure whether he miscounted in the last one, but it doesn't make any difference.
6 yards and a
Because he's hit
flag.
the 62 in 2 darts. Puts him 1 leg away.
Game on.
Gurney's finishing
60.
is literally winning the day. 5 out of 7.
And 4 maximums as well in the first 4 legs.
That was important, wasn't it?
60.
Because
Because
it gave him the opportunity.
Yeah.
He's scoring a third of the 501 in one
Absolutely.
visit.
Yeah.
123.
Ryan's played pretty well, just that one mistake as we mentioned. He's had some pretty good scores, 2-1-7-1s, a maximum, 103 finish, as Gurney's looking for number 5, and number 5 he gets. Puts him in a good position, but back comes Palmer, looking for his... Oh, that was unlucky.
120.
Still got a good chance though, for taking this leg. Bad last one, doesn't leave a finish. Going down for 19s.
58.
Well, he's making it hard for himself. Leaving a ton here. Oh, 140 will leave tops. Oh, just unlucky, you can see there, just to the left of the wire.
Now you require 85.
For the match. 1 at the bull.
52.
Well, he had the ball in his mind all the way through that visit. Didn't quite adjust. Double 10 for Palmer. He stays in the match. 5-3.
Game on.
An important last start. Nod of acknowledgement from Alan to my left. Important it may be. 1 treble per visit may just do it here for
59.
Gurney.
Well, he knows that one big push here on throw.
100.
But as we've seen so often, you cannot take your foot off the gas and get too complacent. Certainly in these
60.
short standards, you know, first to 6, best of 11. All of a sudden the game can turn around and then you're in trouble.
100.
Here we go again. Last dart with each visit gets the ton, and at the moment it's enough for the man who reached the World Championship quarter-final and the World Grand Prix quarter-final. Sort of announced himself, hasn't he, in big-time darts over the last 12 months. I think everybody in the know knew how talented Gurney is. Just a case of him proving it, which he's done. Try to take his game to the next level. Yeah.
Very confident, I think, and I think from my point of view, he's changed his temperament as well, which is one of the reasons why he's producing the goods.
Double 16 to win it. In style with a 101 finish, and Daryl Gurney, 67% checkout success rate, absolutely crucial. And Gurney goes through to round 3, where he'll be joined by John Michael of Greece, who's edged out Peter Hudson 6-5. That's the latest coming in. But Gurney, a good outside bet to win this, I'm sure, is through. He beats Ryan Palmer 6-3.